What's up, guys? It's Toy Sports Network over here, and let's get right on with the news. First up, we got NBA. The NBA season can potentially be ending. How do I feel about this? As a Laker fan, this hurts because this is Laker year. I feel Laker Nation feels the same way. Like, we are possibly favorites to win the championship this year, and for the season to end would not be good for us and NBA fans in general because, it's basketball season. We're supposed to be enjoying basketball right now, but I believe it would be playoff time right now, but yeah, but hopefully we could find a solution towards that. Next up, we got Jaguars looking to trade Yannick and Ngukui for a first round and more. Wow. So Yannick, basically a really good defender for Jacksonville. I believe he wants to leave because he doesn't agree with the project, and he probably wants to go to a team that gives him a higher chance that he feels to win the Super Bowl. And so basically with this, you guys should expect a big trade to happen because Yannick is a really good young defender who has lots of potential. The Jaguars recently franchise tagged him, so he's that good. He's really that good, guys. So yeah, expect a big trade to happen in the NFL if he leaves the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next up we got is Clowney, still looking for a new team. This guy's a really good defender, guys. I believe he won the Super Bowl with Seattle, but right now he's on free agency. I don't think he recently played with Seattle. I forgot who he was playing with, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where he ends up, and I'm curious to see where he goes. Hopefully, he could play on a good team. Bucks fans out there. Next up, we got Robert Quinn going to the Chicago Bears. This one really hurt because Robert Quinn was a really good defender for the Dallas Cowboys, but he got that big money contract in Chicago. I believe they're gonna give him about $70 million. So I understand at the end of the day. Yeah, do what you gotta do. I wish him the best over there at Chicago, and hopefully the Cowboys are able to fill that hole that he left off. Because we need to step up our defense if we want a Super Bowl. Speaking of Cowboys and defense, that transitions us perfectly to Clinton Dix. Very good player. We got him from Chicago, but I believe this man used to play for the Green Bay Packers. I believe he was part of that Super Bowl winning squad. I don't remember, but he's a very good defender, and he's officially on the Cowboys now. So I'm happy about this. This upgrades our secondary, which very much needed to be upgraded. So hopefully we have more interceptions and stuff like that. So can't wait to see how our defense plays out next season. Ndamukong Suh is re-signing with the Bucks. No surprise. I believe it's a 1-year deal, and no surprise he's staying. Tom Brady, the GOAT, is over there. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people stay in the Bucks and re-sign with them. Another one, Jason Pierre-Paul. Really good defender as well, like Ndamukong Suh, re-signing with the Bucks. His deal is 2 years though, and he's gonna stay. I believe this guy was part of the squad that won the Super Bowl with the Giants, so this guy's one heck of a player as well. So yeah, the Bucks are loaded in defense and offense. Enough of football. Now we got soccer. Federico Bernardeschi will leave Juventus in the summer. Yeah, I'm a Juventus fan, so personally for me, when we got Berna, he had high expectations, but sadly, he tried his best, but he didn't fulfill them. So now he's gonna be on the lookout for a new team. Excuse me. I'll be curious to see where he goes, but hopefully, if knowing Juventus, hopefully we could use him in a swap for another really good player that we could use, and if not, then hopefully we just sell him for a lot of money, because to buy a really good player. Back. Bayern interested in Sahni. No surprise, Bayern has been interested in Sahni for a pretty long time this season. Sahni plays for Manchester City, who recently have been banned for 2 years in Champions, so I believe that could be a shift in causing him to leave Manchester City, and he could possibly be in a Bayern jersey next summer, so expect that. I'll keep you guys updated on that. The transfer window will open in the summer, I believe, so we'll see how that works. Next up, Juventus, another Manchester City and Juventus thing. Juventus offered Douglas Costa to Manchester City for Gabriel Jesus. How do I feel about this? Douglas is a very good player. I believe he's a game changer on any team he could play on while he's healthy. But sadly, with us, he never got to show his full potential because, the injuries have slowed him down. He has been getting injured a lot. But, yeah, I don't know. Douglas Costa is a game changer, and I know Gabriel Jesus is a very good young forward, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, I wouldn't mind either or. I wouldn't mind if we keep Costa, and I wouldn't mind if we get Gabriel Jesus. So we'll see where this could go. Next up, we got Inter will offer Lautaro Martinez a new contract. So sorry, Barca fans, you guys will not be getting Lautaro. Inter will offer him another contract to try to lock him down over there at Milan. So we'll see what happens over there. But as of now, a new contract is in the works for Lautaro, unless he rejects it and goes to Barca. We'll see. Keep you guys updated. Next up, Griezmann plans to stay with Barcelona next season. So we know Griezmann was supposed to come to Barca many years before, but the year he came, you know, sadly he didn't fulfill the expectations to be that star player to fill the gap Neymar left behind. He hasn't filled it really. He hasn't filled it at all much, to be honest. But he's trying, but. Hopefully, he could turn up next season and start doing his cool celebrations. But we'll see what happens over there with Barca, because I know the Barca management, there's a lot of issues going over there in Barca right now that we don't know that are behind closed doors. So a lot of stuff would have to happen in Barca. Barca's going through it. Next up, we got boxing, UFC, where the big news is at this time, guys. Khabib will not fight against Ferguson. Khabib, as he's on lockdown in Russia. Khabib's from Russia, so I believe the whole country's on lockdown, so no one could fly out or fly in to the country, so he's going to stay in Russia. So because of that, Ferguson will be fighting someone else. I believe he's going to be fighting someone else who's really good, and I believe whoever wins between Ferguson and the other guy is going to fight Khabib. So yeah, and that fight's happening, guys. It's happening. I can't wait. I can't freaking wait, guys. Like, you don't know how much I can't wait for this fight. And a really shocking one. Conor McGregor is planning a super boxing match in 2021. Wow. Who is it going to be? I don't know how I feel about these fights, but I know Conor McGregor, he's a very good hype man because he talks a lot. So he could get the fans interested, you know, in the press conferences and stuff like that. I think he played that part very well when, you know, he was fighting Mayweather. But the fight to me didn't fulfill my expectations, and I quite honestly didn't enjoy it. I probably enjoyed the press conferences more than the fight, if I'm honest with you guys. I don't know if it was the same way. But yeah, he could be in the works. I believe they said it could be Pacquiao. Yeah, so the Pac-Man is still, you know, fighting, you know, Pac-Man. Manny Pacquiao. Next up, we got Dana White. You know, Dana White has, you know, he's been working himself off, bro. He's trying to get fights to happen for MMA. You know, he wants to keep the fans over here entertained. He says he has an island, guys. He has an island for fights, so that's going to be really good, and so we still got MMA, guys. We're still gonna be able to enjoy MMA, but he's basically he's gonna have an island, guys. It's basically gonna be Mortal Kombat. How cool is that? Yeah, that's gonna be awesome for all of us. We're gonna be able to enjoy the fights, and from what I heard, the fighters they're working on it, but basically the fighters won't be able to know the location. So if you're fighting on the island, you're not even gonna know the location yourself. Like, they're working on it. I don't know how it's gonna work. Like, I don't know. It's going to be crazy. I'm Khabib right now. Send me the location. Send me it. Full send, please. But yeah, that's going to be interesting, you know. And yeah, I appreciate Dana White. And there's also, he says that he plans to have, after this fight, he wants to make up for all the fights that, you know, didn't happen. So expect for us to have back-to-back fights. So we're going to have the UFC to enjoy, guys. I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for sports news, guys. Hopefully some more interesting stuff happens. And if you're not yet, please follow my socials at Hoya Sports Network on Instagram and Hoya Sports Network on Twitter. Please, I would really appreciate if you guys could follow those socials and get them popping. You know, we need to get those links popping, you know. I mean, those socials popping. We gotta turn up. You know, Hoya Sports Network with 71 subscribers. I thank you guys and I appreciate you guys so much. You know, let's just keep growing. let's keep growing from here. And expect me to live stream that Ferguson fight. Because, you know, I got to get my live stream grind on. Thank you, Dana. But, yeah. Hoya Sports Network out. Bye-bye, guys.